Alright, so here's the deal. We're counting down the 5 fastest sedans that are about to absolutely shock the automotive world. And listen, these things aren't just fast. Some of them can literally leave supercars choking on their dust. But here's the crazy part. They're not stripped-down race cars either. They're full luxury sedans, they're practical, and people are already lining up to get their hands on them. And trust me, when we get to number 1, you'll see exactly why enthusiasts around the world are losing their minds. So buckle up, smash that subscribe button, and let's dive straight into number 5 on our list. Number 5, the Cadillac CT5-V Blackwing. Alright, kicking off our list is the Cadillac CT5-V Blackwing. And let me tell you, this thing doesn't look anything like the muscle cars your grandpa used to drive. From the outside, it's got that aggressive American luxury vibe. Sharp lines, muscular stance, with just enough curves to make it look mean. The headlights, sleek and menacing. The massive front grille, it gives this bold, almost intimidating face. And hold up, the carbon fiber accents are way too premium for what you're paying. We're talking massive hood vents, carbon fiber splitters, and a subtle rear spoiler that screams performance. Be honest, if you saw this at a traffic light, you'd probably ask, wait, is that a race car? But here's the kicker. Don't let the luxury fool you. Underneath, the Blackwing packs a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 that pumps out 668 horsepower. That's more than enough to embarrass sports cars and even some supercars on the highway. And get this, it's rear-wheel drive with an available 6-speed manual transmission. Yeah, you heard that right. A modern super sedan that actually lets you row your own gears. No, it's not chasing Bugattis, but for real-world driving. It's brutal enough to pin you back in your seat every single time. And wait until you see what's inside, because this is where it really flips the script. Instead of the usual boring sedan interior, you step into a driver-focused cockpit that looks straight out of a luxury sports car. Big touchscreen in the center, a crisp digital display behind the wheel, and carbon fiber trim that makes the whole cabin look aggressive and premium. At night, ambient lighting strips give it a race-inspired glow. And depending on the trim, you can even get heated and ventilated seats, a premium sound system, and get this, a performance data recorder that captures your track days in HD video. Honestly, do you think European brands would ever give you that level of performance and luxury for under $100,000? And here's the jaw-dropper. In the US, the CT5-V Blackwing starts at just $89,995. $89,995. That's basically half the price of a Porsche 911 Turbo, but with 4 doors and a supercharged V8 roar. It's already rolling out across North America. And yes, enthusiasts are already calling it the last of the old-school American muscle sedans. Now imagine if more people realized what this thing could do. That's when you realize German performance sedans aren't just nervous, they're sweating bullets. Would you actually pick the Blackwing over a BMW M5? Drop a comment and trust me, if you think the Blackwing is wild, wait until you see number 4. Number 4, the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. Alright, number 4 is the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. And don't let the Italian elegance fool you. This thing is no gentle cruiser. In fact, it's one of the cars that's making German sedans lose sleep at night. From the outside, the Giulia Quadrifoglio looks like someone sculpted pure passion and gave it wheels. The front is sharp with that iconic Alfa Romeo triangular grille and aggressive headlights that stretch back into the fenders, giving it this hungry, predatory face, like it's ready to devour the road. Along the side, the flowing body lines and subtle carbon fiber side skirts give it a race-bred vibe, which is insane for a car that you can actually daily drive. And at the back, quad exhaust tips that rumble at idle like something straight out of a racing paddock. You park this next to a Mercedes C-Class, and the C-Class suddenly looks boring. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The Giulia Quadrifoglio comes with a twin-turbo 2.9-liter V6 engine that cranks out 505 horsepower, giving you a 0 to 60 time of just 3.8 seconds. That's not just good for a sedan. That's sports car territory. And it supports near-perfect weight distribution, too. So, you can carve corners like a track weapon while still getting that Italian V6 soundtrack that makes your spine tingle. Not bad for a so-called family sedan, right? Hop inside, and this is where it slaps you with soul. You get a clean, driver-focused cockpit with a touchscreen that actually responds quickly, unlike some German rivals. The steering wheel has that flat-bottom sporty look with Alcantara trim. And the cabin has this surprising sense of urgency thanks to carbon fiber details and deep bolstered racing seats. And Alfa didn't cheap out on tech either. You can get adaptive suspension, carbon ceramic brakes, and even a race mode that transforms the car into a track monster. Tell me the last time you saw all that in a sedan under 80K. Speaking of which, here's the jaw dropper. In the US, the Giulia Quadrifoglio starts at just $77,000. $77,000. That's basically entry-level luxury money for German brands. Now, it's already available across North America and Europe with strong demand in markets like Italy, the UK, and even Australia. If you're a driving purist who values emotion over clinical perfection, this Italian stallion could flip your entire perception of what a performance sedan should be. So let me ask you, at $77K, would you actually take the Giulia over a BMW M3? Drop a quick comment and make sure to hit subscribe because we're breaking down the sedans German brands are terrified of. Now don't go anywhere because number 3 makes even this look slow. Number 3, the BMW M3 2025. Alright, sliding into number 3 is the BMW M3 2025. And trust me, this one proves that fast doesn't have to mean compromised. From the outside, the new M3 looks like a predator in a tailored suit, almost like someone took German engineering and cranked the aggression to 11, but with a slick, modern edge. That massive kidney grille up front gives it this bold, unapologetic look, while the sharp LED headlights and sculpted hood vents make it look ready to attack. The roofline is aggressive, the muscular fenders are flared out wide, and honestly, it's the kind of car that commands respect just sitting in a parking lot. Under the skin, you're looking at a twin-turbo 3.0-liter inline-six with up to 523 horsepower in the competition model, giving you 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds, which is more than enough to embarrass supercars on the highway and dominate track days. And because it's so well balanced with rear-biased all-wheel drive, it feels planted and precise. The kind of precision that makes every corner feel like a victory lap instead of a white-knuckle gamble. Step inside, and here's where BMW really over-delivers. The interior is clean and tech-forward with a massive curved display housing both the infotainment and digital gauge cluster, carbon fiber trim throughout, and these sculpted M Sport seats that hug you like a racing harness. The cabin feels driver-focused yet luxurious. Think merino leather, customizable ambient lighting, and even gesture controls for the tech-savvy crowd. Even little touches like the M-specific drive modes and head-up display make you feel like you're piloting something special every single time you turn the key. And here's the kicker. In the US, the M3 starts at just $76,900. $76 grand for a sedan that can hang with six-figure supercars while still carrying 4 adults in comfort. Word is BMW is already seeing massive demand globally, from Europe to the Middle East to Asia. And if you think the M3 is just another fast sedan, you're missing the point. This is precision engineering at its absolute peak. Now tell me this, if a car like the M3 can do everything from grocery runs to track days, would you pick it over a two-door sports car? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if you think the M3 looks meaner than you expected, smash that like button so more people see just how wild these performance sedans are. And don't move because number 2 is where things start to get seriously crazy. Number 2, the Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door. Okay, rolling up at number 2 is the Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door. And this beast is proof that German engineers know exactly how to mix brutality with sophistication. From the outside, the AMG GT 4-door looks like a coupe that somehow swallowed 2 extra doors, kind of like a sleeker, more aggressive Panamera rival. The headlights are sharp and predatory, giving it this fierce, focused vibe, while the long hood and aggressive front splitter keep it looking menacing. Along the sides, the sweeping roofline and muscular haunches. Think massive fenders, bold character lines, even optional carbon fiber packages. Make it look like it's doing 100 miles per hour standing still. Pop the hood and you'll find a twin-turbo 4.0-liter V8 that pushes up to 630 horsepower in the S model, or an absolutely mental 843 horsepower in the GT63 SE Performance Hybrid. That's insane for a car with 4 doors and a trunk. And because it's rear-biased all-wheel drive with active aero, it actually feels planted and confidence-inspiring even when you're pushing triple-digit speeds. Perfect for autobahn runs or track days where you want to flex on everyone else in the paddock. Inside, it's way nicer than you'd expect even at this price point. You get the latest MBUX infotainment with dual screens that flow seamlessly across the dash, a digital gauge cluster with AMG-specific displays, and even advanced driver assist features like adaptive cruise and active lane keep, things you usually find in S-Class luxury, but here wrapped in carbon fiber and Alcantara. The seats are deeply bolstered performance buckets, but still comfortable enough for long road trips. And the cabin feels dramatic thanks to customizable ambient lighting with 64 colors. Imagine pulling that off in a car that can also run a sub-11-second quarter mile. And speaking of which, here's the wild part. In the US, the Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door starts at just $99,950. $99,950 for something that feels closer to a $200,000 supercar, but with the practicality of a sedan. It's already available globally in markets like Europe, the Middle East, and even Asia with massive demand. And if you ever drive one hard on a winding road, game over for anyone thinking sedans are boring. And before we hit number 1, make sure you're subscribed because this last car is so fast, it's going to blow your mind. Number 1. The Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid. Alright, here it is. Number 1. The fastest sedan that's got the entire automotive world talking. And believe me, this 4-door rocket is way more than just a fast car. It's a technological masterpiece. From the outside, it looks almost elegant, but in the most sinister way possible. It's long, low, and unapologetically Porsche. Think of a stretched 911 with 4 doors and a splash of executive presence. The headlights are sleek and aerodynamic. The front fascia is aggressive with massive air intakes, and the fastback roofline makes it look like a coupe that decided to grow up. But here's the kicker. You can spec it with carbon fiber aero kits, sport exhaust tips, and 21-inch wheels, which makes it stand out in traffic like a stealth fighter on wheels. People don't just drive this car around the world. They worship it. Now inside is where you realize just how far Porsche has pushed the boundaries. Sure, it's luxurious, but it also feels like a spaceship cockpit. The curved digital display behind the wheel, the floating center console with touch-sensitive controls, and the race-inspired steering wheel all scream performance luxury. But here's the smart part. Despite all the tech, it's still intuitive to use. You can toss your phone on the wireless charger, adjust the adaptive sport seats with massage functions, or even configure the suspension settings on the fly. The materials are top tier, from the Alcantara headliner to the carbon fiber trim. And the cabin feels more futuristic than most cars, twice its price, thanks to customizable ambient lighting and a Burmester 3D sound system that makes every drive feel cinematic. And here's the jaw-dropper. The Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid cranks out a combined 771 horsepower from its twin-turbo V8 engine and electric motor. 771 horsepower. That's enough to launch this luxury sedan from 0 to 60 in just 2.8 seconds. Let that sink in. A 4-door, 5-seat sedan that's quicker than most supercars. No wonder it's already dominated every performance sedan comparison test. It sold thousands of units globally and has become the ultimate flex for executives who want supercar speed with limousine comfort. In the US, a fully loaded Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid can reach over $220,000. And while it'll cost even more in Europe and Asia, it's still unbeatable if you want the absolute pinnacle of performance sedan engineering. If this is what the future of fast sedans looks like, the game has already changed forever. So what do you think? Could you actually see yourself daily driving a 771 horsepower sedan? Or is this just too extreme to be practical? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed this countdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because in the next video, we're breaking down the 10 fastest SUVs that are about to rewrite the performance rulebook, just like these sedans did. Trust me, you don't want to miss that one.